Thanks everybody for joining me. Eadsy Astronomy newsletter for the week of April 26th to May 2nd, 2026. This is the deep sky targets that we're going to go through. So yes, we are at the height of galaxy season here in April, probably through May. Actually, a little bit can go into early June too. So anyway, but the moon is going to be in its waxing gibbous phase to full moon this week and waning gibbous, and it's just going to interfere with a lot of the details and structure you're going to see in galaxies. And if you're like me, going after some of the fainter ones, it just really washes them out. It's no good for me to go galaxy hunting right now. But if you're a deep sky junkie and you got to get something in, then I'm going to share some with you. You can image these. All the images I'm going to share, I took with my Sea Star. So let's just go with some basic galaxy classics, basically for large dobs and for imaging. We start with M51, the whirlpool. Here you can see my image from last Friday night. Of course, you can see the satellite images going through it. This is just the raw image that I captured, and a beautiful image of M51. It's a prime target for mid to long focal lengths, very high surface brightness. You're going to want to capture all of these, probably Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. After that, I think it's just too bright to even mess with these. But if you're really a junkie and want to try, go for it. The next one is Sombrero M104. Here you can see my image of the Sombrero back on March 12th, my daughter's birthday. I was observing, and you can see beautiful Sombrero. See if you can get that dark dust lane, which I captured here. See if you can see it visually. It might be a little washed out, but imaging, you still should be able to pick it up, as I did here in the unprocessed image. You have the Needle Galaxy NGC 4565. I do have an image of that. I couldn't find it, so I just won't put it here. There's some star clusters, if you have a small refractor, that are just beautiful. You have the Beehive M44. Love the Beehive. Talked about it for a couple weeks. It's always gorgeous to see it. The site I was at last Friday was so huge and bright up in the sky, naked eye. It was just fantastic, and the scope was even better. Messier 3 is a bright globular cluster. I've talked about it for a few weeks. I actually imaged it in the Sea Star last week and reviewed it, sketched it. We share my sketches here in the next day or two, maybe on Sunday. And anyway, unlike M13, which is more famous, M3 is very dense, sparkling core, which you can see here. Very bright and intense core, really captured really well here. I would say this is second only to Messier 13, and in some ways, I like it just as much as Messier 13. So it's in the constellation of Canis Venacci. So great one to go after, even with the moon being a little bright right now. Then you have Merlot 111, the Coma Star cluster. See what you can get. Some lunar resistant targets. The Ghost of Jupiter, I imaged it, I observed it, and sketched it. You can see if you really look at this zoom in version of the Sea Star image here, you can see the outer shell and the inner shell. I could actually see it's too bright in the image, but visually I could see the central star as well. The Owl Nebula M97 near the bowl, the Big Dipper. Again, if you're using a DOB, use an O3 filter. If you're imaging it, even at the moon, narrowband imaging H alpha O3 still should capture the structure in the eyes of that. So there are some highlights. I'm going to just leave it there. Focus on your galaxy if you're imaging collection. Like I said, April 26th, 27th, maybe the 28th. By the 29th, the moon's going to wash out a lot of the detail, and it's going to be right in the heart of galaxies. So I just would do that. Here's the link to the Google Doc. There's the PDF. Thanks for joining me. I hope you found this useful, and some great things to go after, like I've shared here, even with the moon a little bright the first couple of days of this coming week. Thanks for joining me, and clear skies to you, and we'll catch you next time.